What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here, and we're back for more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle. Alright, so it's time. We're going to be showcasing the BROLY, CHEELAI, and LEMO at a 100% clip. We're going to be showing them off. There isn't really a whole lot to go off of on this unit. I do have two separate little clips that are going to be added in more towards the end of the video of how good they do. I've had, excuse me, two separate instances I've had with the unit where they do really well. We're just doing this stage entirely right now. Hang on, we got a BROLY intro. Excuse me. Again, we're doing this stage because it's not too hard. It'll allow me to get my health down enough to the point where I might be able to get the all orb change to activate. And I can also probably get this Frieza on rotation relatively quick as well. So that's kind of part of it. And it gives me multiple different opportunities to showcase the BROLY, CHEELAI, and LEMO in different situations. I can show them getting hit pre-super, I can show them getting hit post-super. There's a bunch of different things I really want to showcase, but with a unit like this that is really solely based on getting key spheres, it's kind of a little unrealistic to have them get that same amount every single turn. I'm going to read over their passive here once we get them on rotation here, which should be next. But I'm going to read over what they do, how they work more or less, and how, like, generally they have a one-turn max every turn, more or less. And that generally can only happen once a turn. Like, they don't stack attack and defense at all for multiple turns. They do one-turn stacking, and that's, like, legitimately. I mean, realistically, there is no max since they're at nuker, technically. But you're generally going to hit this one level of damage, and that's probably where you'll stay. I don't see you really getting much higher than that unless you activate support items. Which, next turn, we're going to look at their stats pre, and then we're going to look at their stats post support item, because I'm actually going to activate a support item. Let's see. Yeah, see, this is kind of not a great first rotation, honestly. Yeah, we really don't have anything here. Cool. Alright, so pre-key sphere collecting, they're at 121,000 attack, 83,000 defense. Activate this, give them 4 key spheres. They go up to 196,000 defense, 749,000 attack, and they are at a 24 key super. So their passive attack and defense 30% per key sphere obtained, plus additional attack and defense 10% per key sphere, Fizz key sphere obtained, plus an additional key plus 2 per key sphere. All allies attack plus 2, key plus 2 and attack plus 39%. With AGL or STR key sphere obtained. All allies key plus 2 and defense of 39% with attack or int key sphere obtained. All allies key plus 2, attack and defense of 15% with a rainbow key sphere obtained. Just one. And this is all per one sphere, not multiple, just one. Launches an additional... my voice is acting up. Launches an additional super attack and movie bosses or super bosses category allies damage reduction rate plus 10% when key is 24. So we have 24 key. We have now 2 guaranteed supers, and every other super boss or movie boss, which is what this whole team is, super boss, have a 10% damage reduction on top of their defenses. High chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack. Evades enemies' attack, including super attack, with 7 or more key spheres obtained. So it's a guaranteed dodge when you give them 7 key spheres. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to Fizz when HP is 60% or less, and changes all key spheres to Fizz when HP is 39% or less once only. They massively raise attack on their 24 key for one turn, massively raise attack and defense, and greatly raise their attack and defense for one turn on their 12 key. So right now we are looking at probably, if BROLY doesn't finish off the Frieza here, we're looking at 2 supers, and this will be probably their best defense of what we'll see them at. Because they hit relatively hard. Like, honestly, this unit hits really hard, and I thoroughly enjoy using it. That's why I've been mainly using my BROLY team. I'm honestly a little upset that I didn't get him on JP BROLY, because I've been running him constantly on the global side since I've gotten him. I've actually ran him more than the Gogeta, which I thought I was going to run Gogeta more, but apparently not. Apparently the BROLY, to me, is that much better. I think that's just because of the damage numbers I like seeing. I like seeing the big damage and the beat. And I'm not afraid to use items, really. Alright, so 8.28 million first super, 24 key. Let's see. It's almost 7 mil, and their second super is a 5.2 mil attack, so that right there is about 14 million, and that's pretty good. So their defense is probably sitting closer to like 500,000 right now, and they lowered the attack. Oh, triple super, so 5.6. So if you can get a triple super, you're massively raising your attack and defense once, and then greatly raising it twice. That's pretty good, and they're a great support unit. Like, oh, perfect. We're getting super. Let's see. We're not going to take a lot at all, I don't think. No, we took almost absolutely nothing. Oh, sorry about the sniffles, guys, man. I have not been able to break this cold at all. It has just done everything possible to make sure I stay sick right now. But next rotation, we're going to have the Frieza on, so we'll be able to fabricate the... I'll fabricate the support a little bit differently. You'll see what I mean when I get to that point. I'm going to add... I brought a Bulma item, so I'm going to activate that as well. So the Bulma gives them an additional 20% on top of what the Frieza gives them. So that's kind of my idea for that. Unless if these guys can't finish the stage off, then I'll have to put them in slot 1. But my goal is to do the same thing I did here, slot 2, and let the Broly do some damage first, and then the Broly, CHEELAI, and LEMO in slot 2 with the super support plus the admin support just to kind of fabricate a little bit of offense to see what the team can do on a regular basis if you're getting everything pop off right. And realistically, running that Bulma support item only is going to give him like maybe 1 key sphere more in terms of attack and defense. But we shall see what we get from that point. Is this fight, again, I'm not going to do a long showcase on this because, like I said, there's only a few maxes you could really hit. And this is kind of going to be it, relatively. There's not going to be much more you can see. The unit has no limit, but I'm going to post the, I'm going to add the videos I have captured already prior of the unit just going completely off. I have 2 or 3 different clips from previous fights I've done where the Broly, CHEELAI, and LEMO hit, I think, 30 million plus as their attack stat before the super actually hit. So, like, I know the unit can hit high. And it has, if it's hitting 30 million attack stat, I know it has a ton of defense at that point. And it's just, the guy's ridiculous. The unit is just an absolute monster. And then especially paired with the Broly domain. Actually, we might try to get the Broly domain to active before I finish the video up. But technically, the support item could count as the Broly domain being active. But let's see what we're at right here. Can we get the domain? We cannot. Okay, so right now, I'm hoping Broly doesn't do too many supers here. So we're going to go like this. Let's see what their defense looks like without any items, with just this 60% support, attack, and 30% defense. 87,000. Okay, let's grab these 7 key spheres. Puts him up to, and those were int, so they gave defense to the rest of the roster. Gave him 39% defense plus the 15 from the Rainbow Key Sphere. Puts him at 265,000 defense, just over 1 mil attack stat. So let's fabricate as if we had the domain activated to get the additional 20. It puts them at over 300,000 defense and a 1.2 mil attack stat. Again, hopefully the AGL Broly in slot 1 doesn't completely one-shot it, because I would like to see the Broly, CHEELAI, and LEMO go off, but we might not get to see that. If they do finish it, we'll rotate it back around. If he does finish it, we'll rotate it back around one more time probably and try to get the domain activated. He might. He actually might, but he also might not, because for some reason this Frieza actually has a lot of health. Which is good, don't get me wrong, because that's what I like doing my showcases on, are these type of stages where the defense is, or the health is there, so you can actually just continue to beat up on the unit for a while. But this Broly also does like to beat up on Frieza because he just does so many super attacks. Like, it's just ridiculous, this man. This might be game. Excuse me again, sorry guys. We might actually get 1 super off from the Broly, CHEELAI, and LEMO if he survives. Yes, he did. Perfect, so we're going to get most likely 1 super off from them. Let's see what their attack stat was. 8.8 was the highest last one. 13.9, so roughly 14 million. That's really, really good, and they had, what, 400k defense almost? So this is going to massively raise it, so it pretty much doubles it. And that puts that at 8.8. So again, you're looking at about 22 million from 2 supers. That's really, really good. Type disadvantage too as well. And we're actually hitting kind of hard. And because we gave him 7 key spheres, he's got the guaranteed dodge. I mean, the unit's kind of great. We're actually going to rotate it once more around. We'll just go with it. Let's get back around to the domain. I'm sorry, excuse me. And then we'll see what they look like, and then that's probably when we'll wrap it up, and I'll throw the 2 clips on screen. I'll just probably play music over them. Yeah, we'll go like that. Sure, why not? We'll go like that. And we'll go like that. I probably could have put the AGL Zamasu, but again, we're not really trying to win. I'm actually hoping he supers him and does a lot of damage. Please super. I was hoping he would have hit him with a super attack and dropped our health below like 30%, so we could have had the all Fizz Key Sphere change thing to happen, because that would have been ideal. Because then that would have been almost perfect. I think the Bulma item's still going to be active as well on this next turn, so that'll be kind of decent. We'll have the domain, the Bulma, and just kind of like to see what it's like. here. Okay, perfect. That is actually kind of nice. Do we get key sphere changes? Which one has better defense? I mean, it really doesn't matter. We'll transform mine. Buff BROLY. Domain change. Boom. Let's see. They do get the support, but so does the Frieza. They get links better with we still have the Bulma active. They get better links with these two together to get almost perfect links. So we'll actually do this. Give him those 6 key spheres. Let's see what their defense looks like now. Post domain, because it's for movie bosses or extreme class, which is what they fit both. 286,000 defense, 1.3 mil attack stat. Not terrible. We have the Bulma support item. They're fantastic, but I mean not terrible. I mean like just how good they are. Okay, let's see. 14.5 million. Again, like I said, none of these are carrying over from previous turns. These are just everything that I've stacked up in this turn with the key sphere, the support item. Excuse me. Key sphere 9.2. The key sphere, the support item, and just however strong this unit is as a whole, and the links active. And the domain. Perfect dodge, but there you guys have it. Like I said, I'm not 30 million from the BROLY. This thing's just got me. He's just broken. I don't know what this man is. He's just. But there you guys have it. That is the showcase for the BROLY, CHEELAI, and LEMO. I'm not gonna let BROLY just go off here. I'm gonna do that off screen. But thank you guys for watching. And here are gonna be the clips of the awesome times I've seen the unit hit over 30 mil on a super attack or 20 mil on a super attack. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.